Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 9 of the year 2025, which totals up to 9 as well. So we are on the 9th week, which is ruled by Mars, and Mars is also going to be getting direct in the Gemini sign this week. So we have many changes which are happening this week. I have made several videos. I'm going to be sharing the screen wherein you can get to know about the videos that I've made and what all transits are taking place. To top it all, Venus is going to be turning retrograde. Mercury is going to get debilitated and forming a Neech Bhanga this week as well. Saturn is going to get combust, and Rahu is going to be changing Nakshatra and Navmansha also. And we have a new moon in Rahu's Nakshatra, that is Shatabisha. Lots in store, and I will be sharing my insights on each and everything in the initial summary part, and then we will be going on to the predictive, and that is for the all 12 signs, how the week is going to be. So to navigate through how you have to see how you can navigate through the transits and this particular weekly transits, we must actually see the moon's interaction and how is your moon in your natal chart. Is it a strong moon or a weak moon? So you have to, whenever there are new moons and full moon time, you have to donate something or the other invites, or maybe you can just make, a pudding, a rice pudding, or maybe you can just, donate something in white like milk or rice or sugar. And that is something when you have a very anxious mind and you're not able to make decisions wisely, or you feel that there are always some reversals that you experience whenever you're making any decisions. So that is a weaker moon. The moon is mind. So psychological behavior, basically, And if at all you have anything of that sort, you have to see for yourself where moon is transiting through. If it is a Chandrashtama for you, this week moon is going to be in the 8th house for Gemini and Cancer and Leo natives. So you have to be a little careful about that. And for Taurus also, it is going to be for one day. And then you have to just change the time zones, as per your time zones, you have to change the time, because I will be taking New Delhi, India time as my base, wherever in the world I am, but I use New Delhi, India time. So you have to just change your time as per the New Delhi, India time difference. And also we have to understand that these are all general predictions, or maybe because of your natal planets and the kind of strength you have, or the intensity might vary because of that. Maybe the strength is pretty strong, so you don't feel that negative impact of the interaction of moon with other grahas. So it depends on your personal chart, of course. And please do let me know if at all you can't hear me, because these are all live sessions. So to start with, I would like to share with you the screen of my YouTube channel so that you can make out what all videos I have already done. And that will be helpful for you also, in fact, whether that particular video is actually, you can, has been uploaded. Okay. So you can watch the transit videos. Okay. Just let me know if you can hear me, please. These are all live sessions. Okay. So when you go to my channel, you will have to, first of all, like this. It is going to be like this. And this is the first one. And I'm just live, so it is visible here. So these are, thank you so much, Judy. So this is live. You have to go to the live and you will get to know about all the videos that I have made. So I have made the video on Mars turns direct also, and Saturn in Pisces. This is also a very important one. You can just go through this video also. And here I have made Mercury combustion, and it is also an important one. Saturn combust, please do watch this video, Saturn's combustion, for 40 days. It is going to help you. And I have already done Rahu transit through the Purva Bhadra from 24th February till the 2nd of December. So it's a long transit. Please do watch this video also. And I have also done a video on Venus. Venus exalted. If you can see here, Venus is exalted in Pisces and in Parivartana with Jupiter, Guru Chandala Yoga, and it is going to be getting retrograde also. So this is a very important video again. And if you want to watch more videos, please keep watching. Thank you so much. If you keep watching the videos, it is, it's like, my fee in a way, my remuneration from your side. So this is what. So let me start sharing with you the insights on week number 9 of the year 2025. So to start with, I must tell you that Mars is getting direct in the Gemini sign. I have done the video on the same. Please do watch that video. It's an important one because when Mars turns direct, it is going to be in Punarvasu Nakshatra also. And then it's inching towards the sign ruled by Moon, and it's going to be getting debilitated also. So in Gemini, it is a good transit in a way because it's going to give you quick thinking, quick expedition of the work, assertive speech, restless conversations can happen. So be careful. Tech and media buzz, it is quite likely that there will be some interactions, social media interactions also, sales and marketing boost, overcommitment of risk. You can't just say yes to each and everything. And also it is the powerful period for writers, speakers, journalists, and the media persons. Don't be impulsive. And also Mercury is going to be changing signs. Mercury is going to be getting debilitated. Venus is going to get retrograde. And Rahu is going to be in the nakshatra ruled by, it's going to be in Purva Bhadra, ruled by Jupiter. And it is also a very important transit because from the Saturn's nakshatra, it is going to be in the nakshatra ruled by Jupiter. So can you see Mars is in Jupiter's nakshatra and Rahu is in Jupiter's nakshatra, Saturn is in Jupiter's nakshatra also. So these are very important. So Jupiter is becoming the most important graha right now. And also I must tell you that we have Saturn's combustion. Saturn is going to get combust. And we do have a new moon because moon will be transiting through the Aquarius sign and will be conjunct sun. So it is going to be in Shatabisha on the 28th of February. And okay, one sec. Let me just share with you one more thing. I'll just share with you one sec. And we have Venus getting stationary and then retrograde on the 28th Feb till the 3rd March. It's stationary and then moves backwards till the 13th of April. Okay. Also, let me share with you the moon's positions and how's the week going to be. These are all live sessions. So, okay. So this week, moon is going to be transiting through Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So this is also, forming a connection with the, first of all, it's going to be right opposite a direct Mars in the Sagittarius sign when it's transiting. So it's a Chandramangal yoga, it's a Lakshmi yoga, it's a very good transit. It's a good day, in fact. So if you want to make any decisions, any meetings or anything that you have to set up, you can do it on this day. Then we have in Capricorn sign 25th to 26th, wherein it's going to be aspected by Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu. So you have to be careful while driving. You have to be very careful about your impulsive decisions also. Yes, new moon on the 28th, Shatabisha, 100 physicians. Yes. And we do have in Aquarius sign where the eclipse is, where the new moon is happening. So 27, 28, conjunct Sun and Saturn and trying to Mars also. And in Pisces on the 1st and the 2nd, wherein it is going to be conjunct Mercury, Rahu, and Venus, wherein the Nishbhanga is forming. And we have Rahu's ingress also in the Purva Bhadra from 24th February till the 2nd of December. So these are the major transit positions this week. And we do have Venus getting stationary. Sorry about the spelling mistake over here. Stationary retrograde. Okay. So these are the transit positions. Very important. All right. So let's start with the readings for all the 12 signs. Okay. So I always take the ascendant, as you all know. So I'll be incorporating all these transit positions as to how they are going to be impacting you, because you know what, we need to see all the transit positions rather than just one position, moon being the ruler of so and so sign, a house, and is going to be transiting here. Sorry, that doesn't work that way. We have to see where your moon is and how is it forming a connectivity with the other grahas. So in Sagittarius and Capricorn, Mars is looking, and Jupiter is also aspecting, Ketu is also aspecting Capricorn, and it is something which is very important to check as well. This is how you should navigate through. And in my personalized readings, book a personal reading for yourself, so that this general predictions, if you have to make any specific decision, are helpful if you are taking a personal guidance rather than just depending on these general predictions. Ascendant, moon sign, and dasha sign. I've made a video of the shorts. Please do watch that, and you will know what exactly is the dasha sign. So to start with, what is in store for the Aries natives? Aries people, first of all, congratulations, your Lagnesh is getting direct. And we do have moon transiting through your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So which is again a very positive time period for you. Venus is turning retrograde, Saturn is stationary, Mercury is also changing signs. So we have lots and lots of transit positions which are going to be changing this week. So this is going to be a very important one. And there is a new moon in Shatabisha. So this is also about your, you can be quite in that circle of yours where you are going to be healing, and you're going to be introverted also, because it's the empty circle which denotes this Shatabisha. 100 healers, of course, but you are going to be feeling the energy of the new moon even more, because there is a Sun-Saturn combination in your 11th house. Anyhow, so to start with, on the 24th, this is the time period when you will be experiencing some kind of connectivity with your bosses, seniors. Maybe, you're going to be traveling during this time period to the overseas lands, or maybe you're going to be reading some classic texts, Sanskrit books or something, or maybe something very unconventional and old school of thought. And this is also a good time period to conceive if you're waiting for that. This is also a good time period for overall happiness, going out, dining with your family and connecting with your people also. This is also the time period when you are going to be feeling the Lagnesh means it is about your ruler of the first house, ascendant lord. So this is what is this moon going to be in the 9th house. You're going to be acquiring knowledge. Maybe you're going to be joining a course where you are upskilling yourself. So that way it is good for you. And if you want to purchase any kind of new clothes, or you want to connect with the partner, so this is a good time period. On the 25th, 26th, it is going to be in your 10th house, and 10th house transit is considered to be very good for many jobs to be completed. You will have lots on plate, but you're going to be very busy also, and it is beneficial also. You'll be productive. So this is a good time period. Your confidence will increase. You are going to be courageous. You're going to be spontaneous. You'll be getting all sorts of support from your people at the workplace and home front also. And maybe you're going to be getting better in your health also. If you were feeling a little uncomfortable because you dined out, so maybe you will be feeling a little uncomfortable. Now you'll recover. 27 to the 28th, this is a time period when we have moon conjunct Saturn and Sun also, and we have a new moon as well. So in your 11th house, this is also a good time period to connect with your family members, with your siblings, with your neighbors, with your not technically neighbors, but yeah, you can connect with your mom, or maybe you have to take care of your mother's health. It can bring about somebody. And there are certain people you are connecting with, and they are just not actually supportive of you. So you're feeling very uneasy and uncomfortable because of that also. You want to just push them away yourself, because you feel that they are not giving you the kind of energies you want, the positivity, the positive energy that you are looking at. So you're just withdrawing and pulling yourself out of the toxic relationships. Maybe somebody from the past, comes back to you, and you feel very uncomfortable because of that. Then moon is going to be in the last sign of the natural zodiac, that is Pisces. And we do have on the 1st and the 2nd conjunction of Mercury Venus, Rahu, Moon. So all the planets in your 12th house. So you might just be in that recluse, in that isolation. You don't want to discuss anything with everyone. You're thinking about your finances a lot. You're thinking about your family, your friends, your partner, your relationships. You're thinking about them. Maybe somebody has hurt you, so you're feeling pretty low because of that. There can be some expenses which can increase on the women articles or female counterparts. You're going to be maybe, having a lack of sleep or less time to even eat food on time, or maybe you're having only cold foods. So that is something you might just experience during the 1st and the 2nd of March. So be careful about the energy of Rahu can bring about illusion, delusion, and confusion. Maybe you're thinking of traveling overseas and you miss the flight, or you miss your documents. You're not able to utilize this time period well. Maybe you're too busy, you overworked, and you want to relax, you want to rejuvenate, you want to just go for a spa, some treatment, maybe some cosmetic treatment you're going in for, because Venus is also there. But Venus is turning retrograde on the 2nd. It's going to be stationary from 28th of February. So you have to be careful if you are looking for a relationship, a sound relationship. Do not get into any kind of argument or any kind of litigation also this week. Mars is looking at your 4th house now with the direct drishti. So this means, drishti means the sight. So it might just be bringing about some litigation or unnecessary, when you're driving, you can pick up an argument or something. You have to stay calm. Do not get carried away and make certain decisions which can backfire, or you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. Also later, regret later. So that is something you have to be cautious about. And also, this is your Lagnesh, which is turning direct, so which is very positive for you for networking, for maybe that confidence that you want to that persuasive speech also. But be careful about your relationship with your siblings. You can be making some impulsive decisions, and it can bring about some conflicts also. You're feeling quite burnt out because you're working a lot with this Mars getting direct. I would suggest that if you have any kind of anxiety, just put some rice by your bedside in the night and donate it in the morning on the new moon night, especially on the 27th night. You just keep them, and 28th, donate them. That's what I can say. Okay. And I will be doing a separate video on I've done the video on Saturn's combustion, and I've done a video on Rahu's transit through the Purva Bhadra from 24th to the 24th Feb to the 2nd of December. It's a long transit. So this might just bring about some emotional turmoil also, and expenditures might increase overseas places. If you are traveling to, this might bring about that as well. And it is also the time when Venus is also turning retrograde. So you have to be careful about your expenditures, and it might just give you some purchasing of property or land also. Coming to the next one in the overseas places. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting through your 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. To start with, it's going to be on the 24th in the 8th house, and it is going to be right opposite Mars in the 8th house. So this might just bring about some conflict or some kind of irritability to start with, because 8th house energy is the Chandrashtama. So you do feel, that there is some health issue or something to do with your mental setup, that you make wrong decisions also. It could be that, because of your relationship, you're having some issues and you're feeling very low on energy as well. So just be careful about your arguments and all. Do not just pick up on anybody. And because of your financial expenditures, it's not, plugging in. So you're feeling a little restless because of that also. Lagnesh is also going to be turning retrograde. So you, any which ways, have to take care of your health and your interaction with the society you move, the community you move around in, any which ways, and the finances also. And then we have Moon transiting through your 9th house, and that's happening on the 25th, 26th of February, and is going to be aspected by Mars, Jupiter, Ketu. So much of energy on the 9th house. So you have to be cautious about what you want to pick and choose, what kind of subjects you want to pick and choose, whether you're traveling to overseas. So is it, everything is intact, your passport, visa, etc. You have to check all of that as well. Also, this might just bring about some spiritual growth also. Maybe you will think something unconventional, something out of the box, to go for the spiritual pursuits. And also you will be enhancing your knowledge. You're going to be very confident, and you're going to be also engaging in the services to the spiritual concerns also, or the spiritual centers. This might be the time period when you are going to be feeling very comfortable. You're going to be on the vacation types mood, or maybe you're going to be spending time with your family. So this is on the 25th, 26th. Then for Aquarius, then it moves into Aquarius on the 27th Feb to the 28th, and it's going to be conjunct Sun and Saturn. Is going to be in trine to Mars. So this is the time period when you will have a new moon also in your 10th house. So be careful about your interaction with the bosses and seniors. It's not a bad transit, but you still have to be very, very careful about how you're making any kind of decisions. Maybe there are meetings lined up back to back. You're pretty much busy on this day, and you're not able to make some decisions also. You're productive, but at the same time, when you're overworked, you might just, be making some decisions which can backfire, or maybe they are prolonged and the decision is not coming through on time, and you're just getting restless. But connecting with the authorities, connecting with the government officials, Saturn is there, Sun is there, Saturn is the combust, so it is going to be better for you in a way. And also this might just bring about new delegation, new connectivity, also new connections, also quite possible. Maybe you can take a pilgrimage also, but be careful, because it's a new moon, so the mind actually goes for a that confused state of mind. So you have to be careful about all of that. Then moon is going to be in your 11th house on the 1st and the 2nd of March, and that's happening, conjunction is happening over there with Venus, Rahu, and Mercury. And Mercury is going to be debilitated, and Venus is going to get retrograde also. So there is a lot of energy in your 11th house. So you have to be cautious about your transactions, banking, maybe, you're just those kinds of frauds are going to increase when Mercury is also turning retrograde on the 15th. So you have to be cautious about your investments and your savings and your monetary issues. In case you have any kind of connectivity with the people, you're dating someone or you're meeting someone, so this might be the time it can trigger that relationship also. These there's just one issue about your health. Maybe it is going to bring about some health issues to your uncle or aunt, and it's a matter of concern. You have to visit them, or there is some kind of friendship that is going in for that attention. Maybe somebody who's very different from the league. Rahu is there. Do not get addicted, because addicted to anything, like intoxication and all, because Rahu is there in the 11th house. So maybe some friends are going to influence you, so you can get involved in wrong deeds. So be careful about all of that. And also we have the transit positions changing, of Mars and Mercury also. Mercury is also changing signs. So this is a good time period for new financial, because Mars is in your 2nd house though. So Mars is going to be giving you new financial opportunities, but you can just go in for some kind of impulsive spending as well. So be careful about that, but it is definitely going to be giving you some potential to discuss about your finances, and you will be able to get the breakthroughs also during this time. And maybe a potential partner, marriage life relationship can also trigger. Just drive safely. Be careful when you're driving, and also children will require some attention. So be careful about all these areas. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. Because so many transit positions are happening, no? So we must be prepared. Now, you see, and all the information can be shared by other astrologers also, because this is a consolidated video, so everybody can just watch and note down the transits. Now moon is going to be in your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses this week, and in the To start with, it is going to be giving you some connection with your partner. It is on the 24th. That is going to be in your 7th house. So it might just be giving you some delicious foods. You might just take your family out for dinner. It could be that you're going to be helpful to others, or maybe you will get that help that you're looking for from your partner or some relatives, or maybe you're going to be purchasing something which is going to be adding to your assets. So this is a good day for you in case you want to go out and spend some money and time with your family. This is a good time period. And 7th house is also good for traveling. Okay, so maybe you're going to be traveling overseas for education, for some kind of maybe there is some seminar that you have to attend. Then Moon is going to be in your 8th house. Gemini natives have to be careful because Moon is in your because 8th house and 9th house ruler is Saturn, and this brings about in the 8th house on the 25th and 26th. It is aspected by Mars, Jupiter, Ketu. So you have to take care of your health any which ways, because it is going to give you some digestive issues. There can be some cough, some bad health, or maybe some viral infection that you can catch. So be careful about that. Also, there is a possibility that you are going to be judged or judged negatively, or people will just not be supportive of you somewhere. So this brings in 8th house, brings in a lot of because it's a 10th sign of the natural zodiac also, which is in the 8th house. So this brings about defamation also. So you have to be cautious when you're interacting with others. You will not get that kind of support and response from others, so you will feel little uneasy on these 2 days. Do not get carried away and make any impulsive decisions. Maybe you have had a argument with your people or with your partner or your in-laws, so you're feeling a little uneasy because of that. So be careful. Then be prepared. Careful as in, like, you be prepared for all this. It might happen or it might not. Intensity will vary depending on your dasha, on your natal chart as well. 27 to 28th, Moon is going to be in your 9th house and is conjunct Sun and Saturn and in trine to Mars also. So this is the time when you might just be traveling. This can bring about some knowledge enhancement, or maybe there is something which is going to be starting now. You're going to be visiting a religious place, or you're visiting a spiritual center. You're going to be part of some NGO or something. You're going to be helping others. You just can be learning some shastras or some mantras or something to do with acquiring knowledge. It could be about higher learning. It's not about the ABC of anything. It's about the higher learning. It's a 9th house after all. So it will bring about some comforts, happiness, pleasure trips. If you are thinking of, Saturn is there, Saturn is getting combust. Bhagya, when gets combust, Bhagya Lord is getting combust. So it is very difficult for you to get things going, But Saturn is a slow graha, so it might just cancel out the negatives of Saturn. But still, you have to align everything well. If you want to do something, do it before time rather than doing it or procrastinating it and then regretting later. Don't do it by the end minute, the last minute. Then Moon is going to be in your Pisces sign on the 1st and the 2nd March, and is going to be conjunct Mercury, Rahu, Venus in the 10th house. So this is the time when you're upgraded, uplifted, your name, fame. Maybe there is some kind of connection with the people who are in your vicinity, your co-workers, your bosses, seniors, they're going to be helpful. And this might just bring about honor, respect also. Maybe you're working, you're doing things, and you're going to be recognized for what you're doing. So it's a very beautiful time period. Improvement in your health also is indicative. Connection with your seniors and bosses is really very important. It could be that you're too obsessive about your work and you're not spending much time with your family because Ketu is in your 4th house. So you have to balance things out. And Jupiter is as it is in your 12th house. So you're traveling overseas and you're gaining good connectivity overseas also, and you're getting money, and inflow of money is also increasing from the foreign lands. Coming to the next one, that is, okay, one more thing. We have a new moon in Shatabisha Nakshatra in your 9th house. So you have to be careful while traveling. You have to be careful if you're confused about your education, subjects that you have to pick and choose. So take the help of your mentor, guru, teacher, a father-like figures, and you will get the right kind of decision also. Coming to the next one, that is, the advice is required. Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. So this might just bring about a mixed bag for you, because your ascendant lord is actually your Lagnesh ascendant lord is transiting through 6th and the 8th houses also. So when it is in the 6th house, it actually brings in some health issues. Maybe you have eaten some wrong food, or outside food, so you can have some stomach related issues, or maybe it can bring about some connectivity with your uncles and aunts. Maybe they say something and you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. So you have to be cautious about your health as well during this time. Some mental stress can come up, so just look after yourself. And as it is, Mars is looking here, so do not get involved in any kind of litigation, loans right now. It might just bring about some losses there, or maybe you will not be able to repay the loan that easily. Then moon is going to be in your 7th house. That depends on your personal chart also, though. Moon is going to be transiting your 7th house on the 25th, 26th, and is going to be aspected by Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu here in trine. If you can see, there is a Mars with the 8th aspect, Ketu with the 5th, with the 9th aspect, and Jupiter also with the 9th aspect. So this might just bring about some relationship, or maybe you're going to be meeting somebody during this time, or you're going to be having some meeting, some kind of connectivity with the people, your own people, your close-knit people. Maybe you're going to be meeting some delegates and discussing over a dinner, or you're going to be taking your family out on a dinner also. You might just be traveling this time, and it might just bring about some changes in your perspective also. Maybe if you're single, you might just find somebody, or maybe you will just meet someone who is the potential partner. Okay. So this is what is going to be. And we do have Jupiter's aspect. So maybe you will be connecting with your friends. You're going to be throwing a party. You can buy some ornaments during this time, and your assets will increase. And also moon is going to be in your 8th house, and that's happening on the 27th to the 28th of February. Now, 8th house transit, I'm not too happy with when moon is going to be transiting the 8th house. 8th house is actually, um, it is the house of transformation. So what happens when there is something that you're going through? It brings in that transformation in you. It brings in that change in you, which could be positive, negative, depends on you yourself, what kind of situation you are in. So it'll definitely vary from person to person. But when it is the 8th house energy, it brings in some kind of slowdom, some kind of impulse, some kind of mood swings. You are not able to decide what you want to do, where you want to go, which direction to take, or maybe there are some negative fights of negative comments that you get, or defamation happens at the place of work. People are not appreciating you, so it might just bring about that that kind of inferiority complex also. The 8th house energy is very good for the research oriented jobs, research based, or anything to do with where you are involved in some kind of subjects which are or some kind of work which involves spying and just doing something behind the scenes. But at the same time, it is like it's not good for the digestion. That day you have to eat right, or maybe you can have some argument with your in-laws also. Then moon is going to be in your 9th house, and that's happening on the 1st to the 2nd of March, and is going to be conjunct Mercury, Rahu, and Venus here in your 9th house. So 9th house is a good transit. It might just enhance your knowledge about subjects that you're doing, or maybe you will choose some bigger to enhance your knowledge. You might just go for higher learning. This is the maybe some kind of subject which involves learning mantras, mantra siddhi, or maybe something very profound. That is what moon in the 9th house does. It gives you that inclination to do things which actually upgrade you. So your future, you're thinking about your future, you're thinking about your growth. So you're discussing with your parents, with your gurus, your mentors, you're discussing all of that, and you're getting that clarity one by one. This might just bring about your journeys, travels, and going on the onward, growth prospects are increasing also. So Rahu is there. So be careful about where you have to go, decide everything well. In case you're going for a vacation, just be careful that you are with your belongings and all, they are all intact. There can be some theft which can happen. Mars is there as well in your 12th house. Be careful about these energies. Okay, we do have a new moon in your 8th house. Heal yourself, and then help others to heal themselves as well. How you can teach, how you can navigate through, the healing process, that is very, very important and essential. Venus is going to be turning retrograde. Your 11th lord is turning retrograde, so maybe your friends will bring about some losses also. So be careful about your expenditure part from now itself. And we do have Mars turning direct in your 12th house, inching towards your first. So catch hold of the your monetary finances, and also about your tongue, your speech. You be careful about what you speak. Your Yoga Graha has turned direct. It is good for you for journeys, travels overseas. If you have to travel overseas, this is a good time period, but at the same time you have to be cautious about your decision making as well. It is about family conflicts which can happen as well. And maybe you're going to be it brings about that deep inner work and spiritual awakening. Anxiety and overthinking and difficulty in sleeping might just increase with this Mars getting direct. All right, so be careful about that. Mercury is also going to be changing signs and is going to be in your 9th house, and that is something which is very positive for you, because it is going to be giving you some kind of changes, some kind of growth. You might just meet the right kind of people now, and you might just follow that spiritual path, higher learning, taking a center stage, not a backstage, but center stage. It's good for studies, good for research, long distance travels. It just don't have blind faith on the ideologies of others. Okay, follow your heart. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. Okay, so for Leo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. And when Moon is going to be in your 5th house, this is a little uneasy. On the 24th, you might just be a little unwell, or you have some argument with your mom, so you're feeling a little uneasy because of that. You feel that you are putting a lot of effort, but you're not getting paid off. Your creative ability might increase, a poetic you. It is good for writing skills, etc. But you're not having that kind of peace of mind, because this is the house of sun as it is. So Moon gets combust here in a way. But at the same time, you can handle these energies by avoiding any kind of arguments, wasteful expenditures. Eat right, because this can bring about digestive issues also. It is also the 8th from the 10th, so it might just bring about loss of your status also. Maybe at the workplace you were expecting something to happen. There was a maybe a meeting or a presentation, and you were expecting a very good response from others, but you did not get. So you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. Children might be becoming the area of worry on this day. Your romantic partner might just break up with you, or can pick up any argument maybe on this day, and you feel very restless all through. So on the 24th, just relax and lie low. Do not make any hasty decision on this day. On the 25th, 26th, Moon is going to be in your Capricorn sign, wherein there is the aspect of 3 grahas, Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu in the 6th house. 6th house is the house of health also. So just be careful about your health. The Jupiter is looking here, though. It is not bad. But maybe, somebody is throwing a party at the workplace and you eat something, and then it is just giving you some stomach disorders. So be careful. Some cough, cold, common cold, that can also trigger, maybe. And then we do have to be careful about, because Ketu and Mars, wherever they look, that brings about a surgical process also, or there's an accident, or sorry to say this, I'm so sorry to say this, or maybe, there is some fall that you cut your, while chopping the veggies, you cut your finger or something. So you have to be cautious about all of that as well. And also, it can bring about a litigation. Maybe, there is some litigation going on. You have already, you're in the law, court of law, and all that is going on already. So it might just bring about some highs and lows there. Enemies become very strong with these kind of aspects, maybe, And also, you may have liaison with new females, and, pleasures with the other females also, quite likely with the other people, opposite gender. And also you might just purchase some property also during this time. Then we have a new moon happening in your seventh house, and 27, 28th Feb, moon is going to be in your seventh house. Seventh house affairs definitely bring about that elevation in your life. At times, it's like the opposite of what you are, and this is the place where your partner, the other people, become very emotional about you. They understand you. What is your mental setup, how you convey, how you communicate, and all that happens. And also your speech gets very sweet, and maybe you get comforts of driving, eating out, connecting with the VVIPs, maybe taking a holy dip in the ocean is also quite likely, in the river, sorry. Maybe going to Mahakumbh. Oh, I forgot to mention that we have Shivratri. I completely forgot. Anyhow, I'll make a separate video of that. Now we have moon entering the eighth house. Now, eighth house on the first and the second, and it is going to be conjunct Mercury, Rahu, Venus. Avoid traveling, avoid getting into any kind of conflict on this day. You can be eating wrong foods and it can give you stomach disorders. You're putting a lot of effort, but you're not getting paid for your hardships that you're putting. You may have complication in your driving, or with the female counterparts especially, so be careful about this. Otherwise, it's a good transit for the ones who are into research job, or they are into any kind of insurance, taxation, or these kinds of areas. That way it is good. Also, in speculative income, you can make speculative income or share trading. You will earn more, because the Lord of the 11th is conjunct Rahu and Venus. So it's a niche bhanga also for Mercury this week. So it might just upgrade you, financially, or maybe you're going to be making money out of the other resources. So it's not just the resource, the straightaway resource, or maybe you're going to be meeting and discussing your financial condition and state and how to make money with some experts on this day. So this is that way good. But you have to be a little careful, about the anxiety and, the uneasiness and impulsiveness, mood swings, all that happens, when moon is in the eighth house. So just, I would suggest, in case you are in the moon dasha also, this happens actually even more. So you have to be a little careful about your decision making, because you can make some impulsive decisions and it can backfire. Sun is going to be all through in your seventh house. So this is not bad for you. It is going to be bringing about, because it's with Saturn, it's forming a niche bhanga in a way. So this might just bring about, because why niche bhanga? It's the place where Sun debilitates and Sun loses digbal. Sun debilitates and Saturn exalts in the seventh house. So this way it is a niche bhanga. Niche bhanga is not just because of the signs only. Please understand, astrology is not done that way. It's not that straightforward, or it's a very simple subject if you do it properly. Also, we have to see, if you want to go in for any kind of hidden realms, hidden as in like some secrets can be revealed during this week. So you have to be cautious about all of that. Okay. And we do have Mars getting direct in your, I've done a video on the same, so you can just go and refer to that. But when Mars is in your 11th house, so this is going to be bringing about some expansion in your network also, and some social influence, goal achievement can be also felt. Don't be jealous of, or the competitive jealousy which can be there, and aggression can be there in the social circle. So be careful about all of those energies as well. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. So this is the time period when you will experience some kind of energies related to your home environment. You're too homey. You want to spend time with your home, or maybe you're very restless this day. On the 24th, something has broken up, or broken in the house, and you have to get it repaired, or maybe in your relationship you have had a breakup, so you feel a little uneasy this day. Also, maybe some friend or mother is unwell, so you're going to be looking up and you're going to be feeling little uneasy because of that as well. You may have some changes planned out, and you're spending a lot of time at home, because you have to renovate your place, or maybe you have to go for some signing of documents with Mars getting direct. Also, maybe you're going to be just signing documents to purchase property or rent a property. Then Moon is going to be in your fifth house, and that's happening on the 25th, 26th. So fifth house transit is, not considered to be that good. Maybe your mother's health suffers, or maybe you are, how much so ever skillful you are, you are not able to prove your point. People are not understanding you. You're just feeling like a loser. At times we do feel that way. Worries will grow, misery might just, you're suffering, it's mounting up. So your own friends become your foes. That kind of an energy, you can feel and experience maybe on the 25th, on the 25th and 26th. As it is, here we have a Mars and Ketu aspect, so be careful about your relationship. Thankfully, Jupiter is looking here, so good for children and student natives, and the competitive examination, but not that great for your relationship. It could be that you pick up an argument and that day you feel little uneasy. So it's better that you lie low and do not get involved in any kind of impulsive decision making. Oh, I don't want to be with this partner, any longer. So that kind of an energy you have to be careful about. Then Moon is going to be in your sixth house, and that's happening on the 27th and 28th of Feb. So this is the time when you're looking after your health, you're looking after your speech, maybe you're working on your assignments, or you're working at the workplace, you have some projects to complete, and you're connecting with your co-workers, also subordinates, co-workers you're connecting with, and also maybe with your uncle, aunt, you're discussing certain things. This might just bring about your health issues that you were experiencing. Now you will feel a little better with Moon transiting there. You will get to know who's the doctor that you have to seek the help and advice from, or the second opinion that you have to take from. Also, it is the time when you will have some liaison with the female counterparts. Also, maybe, with the authorities, you will connect with them, and you will make a very important decision on this day. Okay. We do have a new moon in your sixth house. So maybe, you're going to be working on yourself, healing yourself. So this is a very good time period for that also. First and the second moon is going to be in your seventh house in Pisces sign. And we do have Venus, Mercury, and Rahu waiting for this moon. Now, this is good for pleasures from different sources, maybe connecting with your bosses, seniors, people, other people. You might just acquire knowledge about ancient sciences or shastras, or maybe something very deep rooted and old kind of a subject. And also there will be some timely, delicious meals that you'll be taking as well. You will derive comforts from through vehicles, money, many sources, of income is there, and your efforts will also be paid off, whatever you're going to be, making the decision like, and relatives will help you in case you need that kind of help also, and support also. Also must understand that Venus is going to turn retrograde, and we have Mercury transiting through the seventh house as well. So these are all energies which bring about many changes for you. So this is going to be bringing about many changes, and that too in your in your seventh house. This Mercury is going to be, first of all, Mars is going to be in your 10th house. So this is going to be bringing about some leadership skills, ambition driven actions that you'll be taking. Don't be too impulsive at the place of work, and reputation can be at stake because of that. Also, Mercury is going to be in your seventh house. So seventh house energy is definitely very positive for romance, business opportunities might increase, charm may increase in your speech. You will be able to, just woo others, as it is Ketu is there in your Lagna. You're too introverted right now, and avoid misunderstandings because of your speech. Manipulative relationships can trigger. Okay, thank you so much. So you have to be cautious about these energies. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, and fifth houses. Third house transit is considered to be very good for this Moon, and 10th Lord is going to be in the third house. So maybe there is a lot of workload at the workplace on the 24th. You're going to be, just writing, you're going to be making presentations. You're really working very, very hard on this day. And also, this might just bring about that mental peace, happiness, comforts. You're going to be satisfied from all the sides, and this might just bring about those ornaments, jewelry. Maybe you're going to be purchasing something very something very significant for your place, for your home, and this will definitely give you self-confidence also, and this might just give you the sexual pleasure as well. And all endeavors will be successful. Wherever you want to put in, you must on this day, on the 24th especially. And you will have new friends. You will have some new friends and new confidence levels. Okay. Then Moon will be transiting through your fourth house on the 25th, 26th. Now, whatever you experience just now, when I said gave a reading on the 24th of February, what's coming, now you have to see 25th, 26th, what's happening. Because, it is like a mixed kind of a feeling. You might just be feeling that you're procrastinating, you're not doing things, and at the same time, you're doing lots, and you're not spending much time with your family. You're just too irritable. Or maybe there is something that you're working on at the home front. There are some leakages, there are some repair works that you have to do. So you're pretty much busy also. You're at home, but you are still very busy. So that is giving you that uneasiness. Mother's health, you have to take care. Also, maybe, your mother becomes very dominating, or maybe, there are certain family dynamics you have to work on. Then Moon is going to be in your, but good for purchasing of property, etc., if you want to, because Mars is also looking here at its exaltation place. Moon is going to be in your fifth house on the 27th, 28th, where the new moon is also happening. And we do have Sun, Saturn, Moon combination in your fifth house. See, fifth house energy is like any which ways Moon is combust here in the fifth house, and then we already have a Sun there. So it becomes more powerful Sun, because, it is going to be, in a way, weakening this moon energy. So it can be that there is some loss of fame, or maybe at the workplace, people are not recognizing you, you're not able to do things properly, or maybe there are certain worries which are engulfing you. So you need to be very careful about your wasteful expenditures, your relationship. Maybe there is something which you are working on and it doesn't complete. Or maybe some ex-partner comes into your life and ruins it. You feel very uncomfortable because of that. But for sure, it's a very positive time because Sun is there. So you are the authority yourself. You'll definitely connect with the authorities. You'll be able to do the jobs in, you're in aligned with the jobs that have been assigned at the workplace also simultaneously, because your mind has to be in focus, because whenever there is an eclipse or any kind of combustion happening, Saturn is combust, Moon is combust, then Mercury just has risen. So now things are little uneasy in regards to your work. Maybe you're overworked, you're too burnt out. So you need to relax also. Some competition success coming your way in case you're appearing for any kind of examination. Digestive trouble, eat right, because Sun is there in the fifth house and Saturn is also there. So don't have cold foods. Then Moon is going to be in your sixth house on the 1st and the 2nd of March. Fifth house is a sixth house. Sorry, sixth house is the house of bringing in the comforts, from your family, of your uncles, aunts. Maybe they will just give me, be soothing. There's some soothing impact sometimes when you meet them. It is also about your name, fame. It might just spread because it's a ninth house from your 10th. So it might just give you travels for work. Because Rahu is there, Venus is there, or maybe you're going to be working in multiple organizations also, or maybe working. It's like multitasking. You're studying as well as you're working. So it is bringing about a lot of upliftment in your life as well. Also, there is Mercury also, joining in here in your sixth house, and it is going to be giving you some creative energy also. Some healing practices you can join. Rahu's there, Venus is something unconventional. Healing doesn't only means that you have to be a healer by using your hands, by using your techniques, by using your tarot or maybe, just Reiki healing. No, it could be that you're actually, helping someone do their tasks. Maybe you are given that assignment and you're completing it. That is also healing, helping someone by completing their task. That is healing. So you can be doing that, with the Libra rising people. It is definitely going to be very positive for you. Mars is also getting direct in your ninth house. So again, it will bring about some higher studies, higher learning, higher education also for you. Maybe some new partner, new relationships might just trigger as well. And it is going to be the ninth house energy also denotes some adventurous side of yours. Maybe you're traveling, learning, exploring. So that way it is going to be enhancing and upgrading you also. Don't take any travel, unnecessary, reckless, adventurous trips. Avoid. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, fourth, and fifth houses. So in the second house, Moon is Moon actually exalts in the second house, in the second sign, but it is like, lack of peace with the family also. It brings in too many mood swings. Maybe you're very argumentative, you're very impulsively making some decisions, so you feel very uncomfortable on the 24th. Have a pinpointed approach. What do you really want to do? If you have to travel, you travel. If you want to complete the task at the workplace your way, you do it your way. It's like that. And have a peace of mind. Whatever gives you peace of mind, rather than getting impulsive and aggressive. Not impulsive, but aggressive. And it can be that you eat something outside and your stomach goes for a toss. Unwanted expenditures happen when Moon is in the second house, remember. So you're overtired, you're burnt out, you're working a lot, and you are very uneasy because of that also. So you have to see to it that there are things that you just balance things and your work also. Do not get carried away and overwork also. 25th, 26th, Moon is going to be in your third house. Third house transit is good for mental peace, happiness, comforts, satisfaction from all sides. Siblings might just be supportive of you. Also, it can bring about some courageous and bold decisions that you will make, and this will bring about that growth in you also. This is a very beautiful time period if you want to start something new also, writing, traveling, learning something new, maybe connecting with some NGO, quite likely. Then Moon is going to be in your fourth house, and that's on the 27th, 28th. It's conjunct Sun and Saturn. In your third house, actually, when Moon was transiting, Jupiter is also looking here. So it's good for learning something like Vedic Shastras. It is definitely very positive for you. Just take care when Moon is in the fourth house. Maybe there's some lung related or cold, flu, stomach related problem that you are just, at home and just unwinding or taking rest because you were unwell. And also maybe there is some leakage in the house and you're getting it rectified, or there's some breakage that you are repairing, or there's some renovation going on, so you're spending a lot of time at home. And we do have Moon and Sun combination, which means it's a new moon time. So 28th is the new moon. So in case you want good results from this, you must read books, you must donate something in white to the needy or the underprivileged. Keep some rice by your bedside on the 27th and donate it in the morning on the 28th. Okay, so that will help you. Also, there can be certain impediments that you can suffer impediments because of the Saturn energy there, but thankfully Saturn is turning getting combust on the 28th. So it's a big time saving grace for you. In case you want to go to the foreign land, this is the time period. Then Moon is going to be in your fifth house on the 1st and the 2nd of March, where it is going to be conjunct Mercury, conjunct Rahu, conjunct Venus. So a lot of energy on the 5th house also. So it might just bring about expenditure on the female counterparts, others. Also, it might just bring about some lack of clarity also, because Rahu is there. So your intellect will go for a toss, will not support you the kind of mental support that you need at the time of need. It might just fail you. You might just feel that why, my mind just went blank. Sometimes it happens, right? You just go blank. So that kind of a feeling can happen whenever Rahu, and their Rahu will be involved. So you're feeling the headaches and all that because of Rahu energy. And from time to time, it aggravates when moon transits through this zone as well. So don't waste your money. Look after your health, your digestive issues, your lung region. Just take good care and you are good to go. And also we have Mercury transiting through your fifth house and Mars transiting through your, getting direct in your eighth house. So this is also a very positive time period for the ones who are looking for some kind of change, some kind of new relationship, or maybe you're thinking of growth also. And eighth house, you have to when Mars is turning direct in the eighth house, you will have deep insights, enhanced intuition, and financial gains also. Because Lagnesh is in the eighth house, so you have to any which ways take care of your health. But Mars gives you good health also. Don't worry about it. Some emotional turbulence can happen, financial stress because of the past. You didn't park the funds properly, so you lose money. So that can also happen with retrogression. Some reversals you have to go through, betrayals, sudden breakups, losses, if not conscious. Okay, you have to be conscious as well as cautious. Then lastly, Mercury is changing the now Rahu is changing nakshatra and Saturn is getting combust. So it's a very important one. I've made several videos on these. Kindly refer to that, wherein elaborately I've explained Saturn getting combust. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your one sec. So Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, third, and fourth houses. So this is definitely the time when Moon is in the first house. You do feel little uneasy. You feel very emotional. Sometimes you feel that you're looking for that growth. You're looking for some openings, and your mind is getting clouded. So this will definitely be the time when you will learn more how you can utilize your potential. You will get to know. And also mood swings when Moon is in the first house. So be careful when you're making any important decisions, but you're going to be improving on your health. You're going to be improving on your luster. You're going to be going in for some hairdo, or maybe there are some literature or shastras that you're going to be learning also. You might just buy some perfumes, ornaments, jewelry, or maybe some new clothes when Moon is in the first house. It's good when Moon is in the first and the seventh house. You should buy something for yourself. If obviously you are a shopaholic, so when I'm telling you that it is on the first house or seventh house, so you know the dates, so you can simply just go and buy something for yourself and pamper yourself also. So good fortune is going to smile on this day, on you. So buy something which brings in enhance the luck also. Eighth Lord is going to be in the first house. So take care of your health any which ways. On the 25th, 26th, Moon is going to be aspected by Mars, Jupiter, Ketu in your second house. See, second house, there's a lot of energy playing out. It gives you lack of sometimes it's like insufficiency kind of a feeling that you go through. So you need to take care of your your speech also on this day. Sometimes it's said that it's very sugar coated, or sometimes it becomes very blunt because it is in the Capricorn sign, of course. But you are forced to actually eat cold foods. Maybe somebody's in the hospital, you're just going to be spending less time for yourself, on yourself, and others you're serving more. So this might just be the time when you have to be careful about your speech, with your arguments, or with your health. You have to be cautious also. It can be that you meet with some failure this day, so mentally you are very uneasy because of that also. Some humiliation happens and unwanted fears just come up. So you're burnt out, you're working a lot and you're not able to take that kind of rest. That rest is required. Then moon moves into your third house, and that's happening on the 27, 28. This is the house of siblings. This is also the house of writings. It's the house of comfort, happiness from, mental peace, basically, and this is also about satisfaction from all sides. Third house moon gives that. But at the same time, you are having this compass Saturn. Sun is also there. Sun does well here. Saturn does well here. So you're very bold and courageous. You might just be making some very crucial and important decisions now. And this is also, Aquarius is also, trying to Mars also, not to forget that. So maybe with your siblings, you are going to be sorting things out now. Just sort it out. It's good for you only, until unless you sort it out, you will not feel that relaxed mindset, to do other things also. So for that, you have to calm yourself down. Okay, all endeavors will be successful. Money will come from all sources. You will make new friends also. Could be that, your confidence level is such that you go and propose that person that you're dating. Then moon moves into your fourth house on the 1st and the 2nd, and there is this Rahu, Venus, Mercury energy also playing out here. So it could be that your mother is unwell, you are looking after her, or you're purchasing property, but you make some wrong decisions. Not this property, oh, let me take this property. And then you come to know that this is a disputed one, because Rahu asks you to do it. Rahu says deviate. So be careful. Pause, take a pause for a while, and then see what decision are you making. Is it a correct one or is it not? So for that, you have to slow down a bit and then make decisions. Okay. And also, Rahu, Venus, Mercury. So maybe, you're going to be making some important decisions regards to your investments also during this time. You're very homey. Maybe something is broken, some leakages are there, seepage is there. So you have to rectify it with Rahu energy in the fourth house. It is old, it is seepage, it is smelly, it's stinking. So you have to clean your house and your place where you're working, very well. Keep that environment healthier. So if you do it, maybe others will also see and do it. Venus is also, there in the fourth house, but it is turning retrograde. So it means that you are not going to be following the Venus path. It means that you're going to be following Rahu path more. So Rahu says, oh, unclean environment, not good. No, Rahu is very organized though, but cleanliness part, smell-wise, it is not that good. So you have to take care of all of these. And I will be making a separate video on Mercury. Please watch Mars's ingress in the Gemini sign in direct motion. That'll really help you. Okay. That video you have to watch. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. Lastly, the 3rd house. So in your 12th house, 12th house is the house of imprisonment. It is like isolation, seclusion, aloofness. When moon is in the 12th house, it is like bringing about that isolation from others. You have worked a lot, you're burnt out, you're just working on some presentation or something, and you have to just shut yourself up from the world. Or maybe somebody's harmed you, hurt you, so you're just too overwhelmed and you're just emotional about things and you just want to close your door and be there. Don't sob. Just understand the situation and forgive and forget and move on, because you will be sullen, you will be sulking unnecessarily. It's not worth it. It's better that you work on yourself. Okay, it happened, over and out. Now I have to move on. I can't waste this time also, which is right now is with me. Okay. So money might be spent on bad ways and then you're regretting, the remorse. That kind of a thing also happens. Or maybe you're going to a spa, just rejuvenating, going to a retreat. That is also the 12th house energy. And the cycle comes to an end. Now you're planning everything what you have to do for the future also. Maybe something very important is coming up and you're going to be making some important choices and decisions also. Yes, I must do this, I must do that. Something like that you're thinking of. Then moon is going to be in your 1st house on the 25th, 26th, and it's going to be aspected by Jupiter, by Mars, by Ketu. So in the 1st house, when these Papa grahas are looking, especially Mars and Ketu, so you have to be careful while driving. You have to be careful while chopping veggies. Also, just take care of fall. You might just topple on something and then you didn't even think about it. But be careful, when you're walking, just see if there is some oil spilled or something which is there. You can just slip. So all those energies might work, or intensity might be different for everyone. So you have to be careful about. If you want to go for some hairdo, you want to do something about yourself, you want to plan how you can grow in your name, fame, how you can improve in your eloquence and speech, that kind of a thing. Also, you might just learn tantra mantra also when moon is in the first house. So good fortune will smile on you. Enjoy this. Maybe your wife or your partner brings luck to you also. You might just buy some assets, jewelry, clothings on this day. Okay. Then moon moves into your second house, and there's a new moon in your second house, Shatabisha. Second house, what happens? It gives you cold food, digestive troubles. Maybe you're speaking something very rudely with someone, or maybe some family member, and you feel very bad about it. You regret, why did I do this? So that kind of an energy is also quite likely. You might just suffer humiliation from your family members also. Just take care of your partner's health during this day on the 27th, 28th. Maybe, on the 27th night, you can keep some rice by your bedside, uncooked rice, and donate it in the morning. So it is up to you. If at all you are having a lot of fears and unconsciously, subconscious mind, you have that, I'm not good for this, the inferiority complex. So you have to work on that also. See, I'm telling you that these situations can happen, but it is up to you how you take it and how you can improvise on yourself in case you're feeling these energies even more. Maybe, you're going to be spending lesser time with your family, you're going overseas, you're traveling, you're not able to spend time with them. That can be another aspect to it. And you're too tired because you've been working, you're burnt out. Lastly, moon is going to be in your third house, which is a good transit for you. And it is also on the 21st and the 2nd of March, when Mercury and Venus are going to be together, forming a Nichabanga. And then Venus turns retrograde also in your second house. Venus is your Yoga Graha turning retrograde. It might just bring about some setbacks in a relationship with your siblings, neighbors, etc. Also, you might just not be able to enjoy the physical pleasures of life during this time when Venus turns retrograde also. You will grow somewhere else. Maybe you have, you leave your parents' house and grow at your nana's house or dada's house separately if they're staying. Otherwise, it is not possible that you will leave your place and go. It's just that you have to have that kind of balanced energy also. Okay. Then lastly, Mercury is going to be transiting through, but yes, you will have to make some important courageous decisions this week also. Mercury is going to be changing signs, and Venus is turning retrograde, so you have to be careful about your finances, about your relationship at the place of work. Maybe some bosses and seniors change, or subordinates change the job, and you have to start from the scratch everything. Okay. And Mars is turning direct, good for you. And if you have to make any decisions regards to your law or competition, etc. So this is a very positive time period. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. I've been traveling, so I'm a little tired. Okay. So for Aquarius natives this week, moon is going to be transiting through. Okay. Moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. So good houses only. 12th house is little uneasy. But to start with, 11th house will give you a lot of desires, monetary gains, and, you will be able to deal with the people and energies very well. And it's going to be really very positive for you. Hi, Praveen. Hi, Lisa. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I just saw the message, Lisa. So moon is going to be in your 11th house, and it is good for your attendants, servants, your coordinators, your uncles, aunts. Their health will get better. Also about your relationship with your subordinates is going to improve. Your friends, it's going to be getting better. Maybe you're going to be throwing a party and meeting them. It's a occasion and you're spending time with your friends, or you're going to be dating someone. Mars is also getting direct in your 5th house. You are definitely going to be feeling much better now with your courage and the boldness that you want to make some decisions about. And also this is going to bring about some happiness through mathematics, science. Maybe you're in that if you're learning all those kinds of subjects also. Friendships with person outside the circle is also quite likely. Moon is going to be in your 12th house. 12th house is the last house of the zodiac. It means it is on the 25th, 26th, and it's going to be aspected by Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu also. You have to be careful while traveling. You have to be careful with your expenditures. Maybe you're going to be having expenditure on the women counterparts, and you're purchasing some bad quality things and you regret later, oh, why did I spend and wasted that kind of money. Also, there is a possibility that you have some uh, temperamental issues, to deal with, and also some quarrels, and there can be some jealousy because of which you're suffering, or the others are going to be putting you in that spot. So be careful, do not have those kinds of fears and those kinds of jealousy and all. You yourself should not. Maybe, you're just in that mode of learning more, you're just working harder, and you're spending too much time alone. Somebody told you something and you're feeling very uncomfortable because of that also. It could bring about some new friend circle also forming in the overseas countries. Maybe you need some investors from the overseas places and you get those. Also, don't have expectations from your own people. Maybe, you will not get that kind of support from the others you are looking at. Don't expect. Or maybe, you actually you have a broken heart and you're just sob simultaneously, when you're working at in that corner, you're just crying. So don't worry, things are going to get better for you with moon transiting through your first house. But remember, there is this Shatabisha new moon also happening in your first house. Be a healer. Heal the wound that you have just experienced. This will fill that gap if you have any. So this is definitely a very good new moon which is happening in your first house, with Saturn also there, Sun also there. So you're learning a lot also during this time, when there is this energy prevalent. So in the first house, you will be looking at name, fame, dignity, honor. You're thinking of purchase of some perfume. Maybe, you're purchasing something very significant, or maybe, you are going to be getting that kind of high status also at the workplace. You'll be getting that honor, dignity, and people will definitely like your way of working, eloquence in speech. And also, this is going to give you some kind of new, jewelry purchase, or some kind of new clothings that you're going to be purchasing also. Moon is going to be in your second house on the 1st and the 2nd of March, and we have Mercury, Rahu, Venus conjunct this moon. So this might just bring about some something to do with your maybe you're going to be eating good food, you're going to be spending time with your family, or maybe there is some wrong ways to earn money also, which is going to be really bringing that energy also down. So you have to be very careful mentally. You have to be careful about unwanted expenditures. You have to be very careful about unwanted fears also. It can bring about too much of workload, and you might just have some kind of you might just get tired also unnecessarily. You're getting tired, overworking, and you're getting tired also because of that. But for sure, things are going to get better for you, and you're going to be thinking about your finances really well, how you can increase yourself well, how you can enhance yourself well, and that will bring about energies, positive energies in your life, with Mars also getting direct, and Mercury. One second. And we are going to be having this, sorry about this, we are going to be having Venus also turning retrograde, and Mercury is changing signs as well. So this is going to be bringing about more avenues for you, financial growth, and this is going to bring about some new friendships also. Don't be too talkative. This might just bring about some wrong way of conveying things to others, which might just be very difficult for you in future. It might just bring about losses also. Okay, so I don't think so you need that loss of your relationships. Okay, coming to the last sign, coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. Okay, sorry, I spoke 2-3 times. I fumbled. So for Pisces natives, we do have your ascendant lord which is in the third house, which is very positive for you and forming an exchange. But Venus is turning retrograde also. So you have to be very careful this week, any which ways from this week onwards, to make decisions. If you want to go for any surgical process or anything which is very important, so you have to be careful. If you want to buy something very important also, just do it before the 2nd. It's better. Moon is going to be, to start with, on the 24th in your 10th house. And this is going to be very positive for the workplace, work culture. You will get that name, fame. People will recognize you. You're going to be maintaining that kind of peace, confidence, and you're going to be very spontaneous at the workplace also. You might just take some pilgrimage also on this day. Your intellect is very sharp. You're very, very mindful, and you're very, very receptive to what the job you're ordered to do. And you will command that respect also from others. It might just bring about some jealousy from others also, as simultaneously. It will improve your health as well. But at the same time, you have to maintain that peace and cordiality with your subordinates and your co-workers as well, and your bosses and seniors as well. There can be a new shift of energy at the workplace. Maybe you're asked to take up more work and take care of more departments also. Change your portfolio. That will help you. 25th to 26th, Moon is going to be in your 11th house, and this is going to be the house of friends. So maybe you're going to be calling your friends home, you're going to be partying, you're going to be meeting people, you're going to be having some kinds of investments you're planning, you're meeting those kinds of experts. You want to just go in for that investment planning as well. This is also a very good time period for reconciling with your friend circle that you're moving around in. Maybe somebody you never thought of. You will just, you never thought of getting out of that zone. You might just reconcile with that person in your life, which is very, very important and significant and positive also. Now, there was a party and you felt that, something went wrong. It might just be now the time period that you want to be in that isolation to contemplate what happened. Sometimes we need that, there's too much of noise. You want that, peace and silence, so that kind of a silence you will experience with, one second, with this. When we talk about the moon in the 12th house, which is on the 27th to the 28th on the Aquarius sign. So you have to be, you're very innovative. You're doing many things at a time, but you are in that isolation zone also. You're not receptive to what others are saying and doing. And at the same time, you're not able to make that environment that you're in, you're not able to make that environment very cordial. So there's too much of noise and you're contemplating on that. There is a healing time, actually, when we talk about moon in the 12th house, and that too with sun and getting combust, and that too bringing in some kind of healing energy, because there is a Shatabisha new moon also happening in your 12th house. So this is the time when you will meet new people. You want to meet somebody in the foreign land. You want to heal somebody from remotely, and heal somebody remotely, or get healed yourself from some foreign land. Okay, or maybe you're taking and seeking help from an astrologer. There's a consultation which is scheduled for you. There can be some kind of friendship which can happen during this time period with the outside circle also. There can be some expenditure on or through women counterpart. You have to be careful about your speech, about your mental setup also during this time. You should not engage in any kind of quarrels during this time, and there can be people who are very jealous of you also. So this might bring about that sullen hue, but at the same time, you are learning a lot. You're contemplating on things that you have not been able to. You're preparing for the presentation that you could not do complete. Okay. Then moon lastly is going to be in your first house, and that's happening on the 1st and the 2nd March, and it's going to be conjunct Mercury, Venus, Rahu in the first house. So this is going to bring about many changes in you, and you're going to be thinking about growth. You can have some mood swings or deviation from what you're doing, and there is loss of status also with Venus also turning retrograde. Remember, it is not considered to be that great for your comforts, basically. Don't be too indulgent during this time. And also, it can bring about that surgical operation that you're looking for, the cosmetic surgery that you're looking for, and it might just go haywire. Sorry to say that, but be careful. When Venus is retrograde, you should not get into any kind of cosmetic surgery or purchase of any kind of jewelry, etc. during this time. It might just bring about some issues here and there. Okay. Mercury is also going to be there in the first house. You have to be careful about your speech. It might just be that you have some loose talks, and it might just break someone's heart. So do not be hurtful to others. Mars is also getting direct, which is good for you to purchase property, to go in for any kind of examination, competitive examination. It is good. You want to start a new course. It's a good time, but not good for your relationship. Interpersonal relationship will suffer. Go for a toss, because Mars is looking at your 7th house and Ketu is already there. So it might bring about some break in your connectivity with the others also. Okay. So take good care of yourself and be positive. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'll be doing a video on the Venus retrograde as well as Mercury's transit. So stay tuned and have a great week ahead, and have great healing also with Shatabisha new moon. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.